Hello everybody, welcome back to another edition of Matchbox Marks Diecast Restoration. So this project, taking on the 75 Hot Wheel Corvette Stingray. And this is a community collaborative build with myself, Andrew over at Maple Leaf Matchbox Makeovers, the Sheriff over at Diecast Sheriff, Evan at Mid-Island Custom Diecast, and Rick over at Irie Fix Diecast. So let's see what we've got here. So we've got a tattered looking Corvette, and it looks like it definitely needs a makeover. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but anyway, whatever I do hopefully will be an improvement. So there's the undercarriage, the specs, Hot Wheels Corvette Stingray. So, there we have it. Well, let's get cracking and take it apart. Stay tuned. Alright, so that's what we've got here. 2 posts. And Hot Wheels always give me a hard time, but not today. So I actually started with the little tiny drill bit, the little 16th inch bit. And then I went with a bigger bit. So let's see what we've got here. Let's take it apart. Comes right off. So there's that. So here's the chassis. Something tells me that there is a wheel swap in the future. Oh, what do we got here? Looks like some 1970s shag carpeting. You know, I love it when I get shag carpeting in these castings because that brings back some good old memories. Racing these across the thick shag fur and just having fun. And then when you try to take them down a Hot Wheels track, they don't spin because they're loaded with carpet fibers. Alright, so now we've got the windshield. Let's see what we've got, or the interior. So it looks like what we have here is some paint on the window, and I need to try to get that off, and obviously I'll be doing an interior paint. And here's the body. So I'm hoping this will shine up pretty good. I got a good color scheme picked out. So what do you say we drill some holes? Alright, first things first. Normally I don't film this process, but what the heck, why not? So the first thing we want to do is burr out around these out. Okay, and then of course, make sure that this will go on. That's good. I got a hole there and a hole there. That's flush and that's flush. Alright, let's do a little drilling. But before I do that, let's start a couple holes with the old center punch. And I think I need to put on my magnifying glasses. Okay, there we go. And pour a little dab of oil on here to make the drilling go a little bit easier. Here's my little drill bit. Alright, so let's see here. And that is deep enough. Almost went through. Let's do this one. I don't have a thread gauge or a depth gauge on this because the tape always flies off, so I just gotta estimate it. All right, let's try that. Oil on it. Still haven't gotten a new pin vise. All right, there's that one. What I need to do is put it in my vise and make it really tight. All right. Let's get a couple screws. I love these little Mercedes trucks. They're really good screw holders. I don't lose any of them. There we go. I just want to be able to snug the base up. All right, she is ready for the stripper. All right, so stay tuned. All right, so before I drop this in the stripper, I want to take off these wheels. In Hot Wheels, and I'm glad it's got a metal base. I think all the ones back in the 70s did. I'm going to take off the wheels, and in order to do that, I need to grind off this little retainer where it's in there, so when I go to do the new wheels, I'll just put a little glue on there and hold them up. So let me do this really quick. There we go. There's one. And two. You know, when I do an overhaul, a makeover, a custom or whatever, and if the tires are in rough shape, that's like buying a new suit and putting on grubby old shoes. So of course we want to put new shoes on this. So anyway, don't know what shoes I'm going to put on her yet, but stay tuned. All right, so here goes the Vette. I have a feeling that this one might need some extra time. And I'm holding the camera this time, so it might be kind of hard for me to do it completely. So let me see here, make sure we spread that around good. Alright, it's kind of like those old Alka-Seltzer commercials where plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh what a relief it is. If you remember that commercial, leave it in the comments. So anyway, if you ever notice in the background lined up here, kind of like the sheriff has parking lots for all his future builds, these are my future builds. So let's do a quick little detour. So this is a truck I'm doing. This is coming up really soon. And I'm going to do a tribute with this truck, and it's not really a tribute, but it's kind of like a call out to a certain class of people out there who do this job for a living. So I'll let you see if you can guess that. And this, I'm having a throwdown with my buddy Juan over at Matchbox Resurrection. We're doing a VW challenge. So this is a Matchbox, I'm doing that. And this is the Holland Gas 3 Blind Mice Invitational. That's going to be fun. And this one here, where I'm going to do for the Diecast Mafia monthly bill for pickup trucks. And Laz did one of these over at Laszlo's Collectibles there. I'll put a link to his channel. He did one of these too, and he killed it. He's kind of new to the community, so go check him out. So anyway, those are future builds. If you ever look at those in the background, if you have any questions, leave a comment as to what they're there for and everything. So, all right. I'm going to let this thing soak a little bit and then see what I've got. Stay tuned. All right, here is the Corvette all primered up. And I'm going to put a coat of paint on it. And it'll be a surprise what it's going to be. So, stay tuned. All right, this is the first time I'll ever say this. It is not time for the final reveal for the Vette. So this is the second color scheme I've done. I have done the French Racing Blue and this. And I don't know why, it just seems kind of boring. Even though if I were to have a Vette this year, I'd like black and silver. But I'm just not a fan. So anyway, I'm going to scratch this, take it to the stripper, and do round 3. I even did a luggage rack for the back. So, alright, stay tuned. Alright, before we take a look at the final reveal, let's see what we started with. Just a grubby old Corvette. In fact, I would be embarrassed to drive this thing. So, let's see if I shined it up and made it look better. Let's see what we ended up with. Alright, it is time for the Corvette Stingray reveal. So, this Corvette was, I don't know, I did it 3 times. 3 different paint jobs, didn't like them. Did a couple tire swaps, didn't like them. So, this is what I came up with. Let me bring it closer to the camera. There we go. So, I actually ordered some decals on eBay. And unfortunately, they're not here in time to put them on here, so I'll have extra. So these are all decals I got from Google Images. And I decided to go with a red, white, and blue theme because nothing says Americana as a Chevrolet Corvette. So anyway, I did a tire swap and did a nice shiny white, and I got those decals from Google Images. The back one is a Chevy Corvette decal, and I did a patriotic cross on the roof and everything. And as it comes around, I painted the headlight covers red, and I did that front red, white, and blue. It rolls better, it looks better, and I think it came out pretty good. So I want to thank the rest of the builders for all doing this. So go check out their videos. When they get them up and running, I'll put a link in my comments. So we've got Rick over at Irie Fix Cars, or Fix Diecast Sheriff, Andrew over at Maple Leaf, and then Mid Island Custom, Evan. So go check them out. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this and the other builds, and it was an awesome job collaborating. And this Corvette, when I got it, was pretty sorry, so I think it looks better. Anyway, so there you have it, the Chevy Corvette Stingray. I want to thank you for watching, and like button, subscribe, all that good jazz, and I'll catch you on the next one.
That's all, folks.